Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Market Pulse. I am Ajit Mahuli, the founder and mentor at LPAT. Let's take a look at what the indices have been doing and are going to do in the coming week. So, as we had seen and discussed that Nifty will make an attempt to move towards 19,700 to 800, and it has done that the last week, and we got rejected. On the monthly, there is no change, still the same demand area, which is going to be in play, and it's quite far off now. We'll have to wait for a bigger pullback for it to come. The trend is up. Remember, these are all the areas where there are rejections, so we'll have to wait and watch to see how prices behave in the next couple of weeks. On the weekly chart, a nice move after that strong impulse. We took 3 weeks to cover that, but came all the way close to our area of about 19,800. That's the area where we had the fall, from where we had the fall. So that's going to be a crucial area. About 830, 850 will be crucial for the index. Even if it goes up, we'll have to wait and watch to see how it reacts to those areas here. Uh, as we have moved up, still there is the demand zone, same old demand zone. There's no change in the demand zone. The weekly chart, new areas of demand zone. Prices are getting into retail areas and volatility has also been rising. So we'll have to be careful on the long side. Still, there is no permission to short on Nifty. You can look at some spreads. But if you saw what happened to all the short option sellers in the last expiry, they got whipsawed both sides. So be cautious about that rather than selling naked options. Spreads are a better deal. So that's the supply zone. We are right now in that area of supply zone from where we had fallen down. So on daily there'll be supply zones on top of that. So as we come here, that's the area where we got rejected, and the main supply starts somewhere here. That's about 20,049. Nifty will make an attempt to move into these areas. If we close above 850, 860, we will definitely raise another 200 points into these areas of supply zone. But till then, be cautious. Pullbacks close to about 600 or below can be used to buy. This is a very strong move. There is no clear demand zone that has been formed. So if the prices turn from here, the minimum point that we could come down to will be about 19,300. That's where we can look at the targets for shorts. No demand zone here. And as we go on smaller time frame, it will be much more clearer, the demand areas. So that's the area of demand, which might still hold for this expiry, or maybe the whole monthly expiry. Those are our fresh areas of supply zone here on the smaller time frame. So it's a level on top of each other, and the lower level has been hit. We came back, but remember, the trend is still intact. And as long as we don't reach this about 550, shorts are not a good idea. You may not want to trade the index, but you can look at some stock specific trades on the long side as well as on the short side. Uh, After that, the next area of demand zone will be close to this. Once you break this, we'll have room to go till here. As long as we are holding this, we might make an attempt again to move towards 850. That could be the area where we'll be ranging. So on the index, it's going to be range bound. Spreads could be a good idea. Futures may not offer till intraday futures are fine, but swing futures, not too much of profit margin for that. So avoid that. Look at being stock specific. Let's take a look at Bank Nifty. Now, Bank Nifty is a little bit more weaker compared to Nifty. Got sold out because of the RBI news. That's the area of demand zone from where we are making an attempt to move up on the monthly chart. The monthly trend is range bound right now. If you see between 4,200 and 44,000, 42,000 and 44,000. New areas of demand on the monthly here, but pretty far off right now. On the weekly chart, if you take a look, we are in this area of supply zone. Now, the index might still make an attempt to go a little bit deeper in that supply before it starts selling off. So be cautious about shorting. Though this is not a good sign for Bank Nifty, if we go break below 43,300, I guess we would be moving down at least up to, let's say, 42,300, 1,000 point fall can be expected. Fresh areas of demand zone where new longs can be initiated. That's a weekly demand zone. That's the supply. So that's going to be the range based on the weekly for the next couple of weeks. Daily will provide us a better clue. Now, if you see this on the daily, there is no demand zone. So this is going to be a very crucial point, 43,300. If we break this, we will probably move all the way towards 42,300. If we hold this, we might first find a hurdle here at about 43,900. And if this is cleared, we might end up moving a little bit higher. And those are our areas of supply. So a bank nifty has to be a cautious trade, though all the banks are a little oversold, especially the private banks. That's a daily supply and demand zone somewhere in these areas. They are not clear demand, but on smaller time frames. So this is going to be the range for bank nifty, wider range, but to take for week basis, then probably it's going to be between 43,400 to 44,000, maybe at the most. That's a range that we can expect in the next couple of days. But don't be surprised if we start moving up again. It's come to a good area of demand zone. So that's the area of demand zone on the smaller time frame, which you can see. Prices are getting rejected. Once we start moving above 750 on the spot, we could make an attempt, fresh attempt to move towards 44,000 on the spot. So cautious trade on the bank nifty, avoid shorts till we break this, and longs only if we come here and there is enough reward to risk and profit margin available, or you can look at trading spreads on the index. So that's a little bit wider range. This and probably this up to 44,400. So cautious trading on Bank Nifty. You can go long. It's bank specific stocks, but on the index, it might be a little bit tricky for especially newcomers. India VIX, as we discussed in the last few sessions, it came all the way again to this area and is getting rejected. So as we come down, there's a good chance that the index will start moving up. It may not move up 200, 300 points immediately, but there'll be a positive bias towards the index, and you can have good trades in stocks on the longer side, which are probably low on the curve. Avoid stocks which are making all-time high and don't chase them because you may get caught. Good stocks will always be available at lower prices. That's where you should look at buying. So wait and watch policy on both the indices. If you're an options trader, you can look at spreads because volatilities are high, so you get good margins, good premiums, and still no short bias completely. But we're getting ready if at all we see a fall in prices in both Nifty and Bank Nifty. A lot of stocks are available in good supply zones, but which you can trade. For indices, we'll have to wait. Hope that helps you in your trading this week. Please go through this disclaimer.